Yeah, of course.
Okay, so now this is when we start getting into the nitty gritty of it, okay? Because for all good intentions of having a structure and having a schedule and stuff like that, there's always those curveballs. So what we need to ask ourselves is that there's a couple of things that we want to write down alongside this schedule.
Come on, get the notes out. Get the notes out.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 things that I've come up with. Okay, but you can obviously, if you want to shout out anymore, then it becomes like a brainstorming idea. So how do we handle distractions? Disruptions. We had a little disruption this morning with getting started here, okay? But we're able to manage around it. This next one is a little bit of a bigger issue. How do we deal with negativity? And we might notice different levels of negativity around
the
us.
most casual approach,
How do we handle injuries?
Not very well.
Well, there's lessons to be learned through that. You want to like put on the rules. It's understanding where they.
drop your face down.
Which one is it?
Still don't like to see the floor so high up.
Number 8, finding the balance between body limits and ego.
Redirection of the knee.
Number 5, no excuses, no whinging. Fighters find a way.
Not a single head.
There's always going to be something that you can do, and if you've got your schedule down, you can juggle things around and go, right, what can I do, what can't I do, how can I put a little bit more emphasis towards my recovery, because I need to put some specific focus on that. And then this is why we've got the support network here with like the massage and the sports therapist and all that kind of thing. Yeah. The next biggie, relationships.
Don't get enough. I'm joking.
Screw relationships. I'm not bitter.
Wise words.
How do we handle the pressures of relationships? Because like I think I had it on the when we had those grading sheets up on the wall. I think I'm not sure what grade it was at, but basically it says if your girlfriend's complaining that you train too much, you're probably training at the right level. That's where we need to be at. If you're a fight, if you're really pushing the envelope, pushing that window, okay, it's you being the best version of you that you can be. Okay. Now, if someone's trying to distract you and pull you away from that, then it's changing who you're going to be as an individual. Okay, and then you're not the person that they fell in love with in the first place. So let's find that balance. Holidays. How do you manage training around your holidays? Do you still train on holiday? Do you still need to train on holiday? Do you need a physical break? Do you need a mental break? It's always nice to have a bit of sunshine. But also the kind of normalized thing is how heavy a stress like alcohol is on the system. Now, I'm not gonna start preaching to you and saying stop drinking and all this business. I know a couple of you have. One of the things I found through wearing this garment was how much having one drink affects your full sleep pattern through the full night. I had 2 beers yesterday when I was watching football. It knackered my sleep up last night. I was like, those 2 beers, is it really worth this? Like those 2 beers to screw up a full night's sleep? I'm waking up this morning going, maybe we should limit that.
What did you do? Was it when you were waking up?
Waking up through the night.
Until you pass out, that's the solution.
Rather go.
Increase level. I'll call this
You've had a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, it's drink until you black out, no?
Well,
No, I'm joking.
that's
If you lose your sleep anyway.
there's a couple of great podcasts with Matthew Walker. Matthew, if you want to note this down, it's a couple of great podcasts. Matthew Walker, he's done a thing on it on Joe Rogan, and I'm a big advocate of the Huberman Lab podcast. Huberman. Huberman Huberman Lab.
Is that the sleep guy? On the road?
Yeah.
I thought that was that's
yeah.
good,
And then as you start falling into the Joe Rogan wormhole, you start getting introduced to people like Rhonda Patrick, who's really big into the like nutrition and health side of things as well. Loads of little gems from there. On the Huberman Lab podcast, normally they're around 2 to 3 hours, but then there's like distilled points through that. So I'll listen to the 2-3 hours, and then I'll give you guys the action points. If you want to know a little bit more about it, then obviously listen to the full podcast. But if you just want to know what to do, you want to know what that next step is, then there's a lot of science behind it, a lot of science studies behind it. So what else do we have to do? It's over to you guys now. There's my 5, 6. What other distractions do we have to deal with?
Family.
Transport issues. What was that? Family issues. Peer pressure. Fuck peer pressure. Like, when we start talking about negativity and how much we listen to our network around us, it's
Grounded in peer pressure.
to be honest, there's some of this in the next next 2 sections, so we're going to cover a little bit more on that.
So the negativity, that's also like self-doubt, it's negativity.
Yeah. Any more?
I guess how you handle, I guess it's distractions, but feeling like, you know, when you kind of start getting your priorities,
Yeah.
and you kind of tend to slip down that list.
Yeah.
How do you handle prioritising yourself and not feeling guilty about it?
Okay. You start falling into several little sections here. So, like we were saying about the work schedule stuff, around the work schedule, like the work will fill the time, and it's how to have enough confidence to say, right, okay, I've spent my time, like that's what I'm paid to do. I can kind of tick that box, I can finish that page, and then I'm going to revisit everything from that page onwards tomorrow. When we're prioritising, now again, that is obviously easier said than done, because there's always something that is going to come as a kind of curveball. But this is one of the benefits of training. When you get into the benefits of training and being able to find that kind of positive selfishness, because you start worrying about everything else, you start worrying about everyone else to your own detriment. And when you're worrying about everyone else to your own detriment, then you're not being your best true self. And so there has to be a certain level of self-confidence around that, and that's why I started coining this term, positive selfishness. Because the thing is that if you're like dragging yourself from pillar to post to be the best that you can be, and then you're getting stressed out, and then you're on these like positive and negative spirals. If I'm on a negative spiral, I'm not going to be the best person to turn up when I'm like coming in here trying to help you guys and I'm teaching class. So it's been able to go right, okay, take that time. I needed a little bit of me time, and me time isn't just like close the doors, getting all introverted and stuff like that. It's understanding what your motivations are and how your personality and characteristics kind of drop into it. A lot of people are going out and doing these hill walks and stuff like that, and getting out in the fresh air. Some people bounce off having a good vibe and having those personal connections between people. They're like a little bit more extroverted and that kind of thing. You'll kind of bounce off people, and then you come away and you can feel your energy uplifted because of the quality of conversations that you've had with the people that are around you. Like, when we start talking about that sympathetic parasympathetic balance, it's understanding, well, when I'm looking at my recovery side, am I just switching off and just like sitting on the sofa and getting physical rest, but I'm not getting mental rest. I'm not getting that kind of spiritual rest. I need to have that tick in the box to know that I'm covering all those bases. It's not as simple as physical work, non-physical work, because you're deeper than that, you're more complex than that. You need to have these kind of friend networks and support networks and stuff like that, which starts dropping into this next section on bandwidth.